In the high school chorus room and the band, these are very large spaces. They have very tall ceilings, and there's a great volume of air in there. Although we do have heating and cooling that comes from the ceiling, this is not enough to bring comfort to those classrooms, particularly because there's an exterior wall that's there. So our plan is to put baseboard heating on the exterior wall. This way it'll provide more comfort and a better quality education within that classroom. At the high school, the lower fields, whenever we have a heavy rain or even in the spring, March, beginning of April, these fields are very slow to drain. They hold water.
The fields get really, really bad and it's not playable. And some sports, you have more opportunity to play. Typically, soccer's, we will play if it's raining. In the fall, we had to physically bring in pumps to pump water off like you would in your basement. Or if you went to our softball field this spring, there was a huge puddle on third base, a huge puddle on home plate. And we're not talking about a 1 foot diameter. You're talking about a 4 or 5 foot diameter puddle. The water's just not able to go down. So much so that there is no opportunity for the athletes to have any type of footing, and now you are just putting them at risk. And you would never want to put kids in that type of a situation.
Additionally, the PE, or the physical education component of the high school, will have to actually stay indoors or go on the blacktop or find alternative areas to conduct those workshops and the classes. The plan is to install new drainage pipe, catch basins, storm sewers, and be able to capture the water, direct it, and remove it from the field. Additionally, at the high school, our plan is to install an air conditioning heating system in the lobby. Our lobby now gets used as a lunchroom, eating area, and it's a gather room, and there's even homework study that's done in this room here. So we wish to provide the proper ventilation and the proper climate control to this area, so this would benefit the students and would have a direct impact on their days and time in the school. The high school tennis courts have experienced a freeze-thaw issue over the last decade or so, which has caused heaving of the fencing, and there's large cracking that goes across the courts itself.
Every athletic administrator, every coach, it is their responsibility to make sure that the practice and playing area is safe and free of any potential safety issues or issues that could cause harm. So if the tennis courts aren't taken care of in the very near future, they're not going to be playable. They are going to be deemed unsafe.
So by repairing and putting a new fence in and new posts, this will give us another 20 years for our tennis usage. At the high school auditorium, there's a masonry wall that goes far above the roof line. When we get a driving rain in from the east, that water goes into the wall and it actually comes into the auditorium, particularly in the corridor along that column line. So our plan is to go in, investigate, and reconstruct what's called the weeping component of that wall and waterproof that wall. And this will remedy the situation and not allow water to get into the building. So at the high school, in our band and chorus room, these are beautiful rooms that are utilized all day long, and we have great programs here. What these improvements will do, when we have the coldest of coldest days, will bring heat and comfort into those rooms. And these are things that we have to do when we manage our facilities, because Cornwall Schools is really about our people, about our students, and our facilities.
To learn more about the Capital Project, follow the Cornwall Board of Education on Facebook. Find us on YouTube or visit our website, cornwallschools.com, and click Capital Project 2022. Thanks, and keep an eye out for more Capital Project content.